for quiz 6.
Everybody got the purple review, right? So the review have questions along with the solution if you flip it to the other side. And also they tell you each question is from what section, right? So we haven't done 4.5 yet, so we're going to do 4.5 today. Hopefully that would help you with questions like that. So I want you to copy the questions and try to see if you still remember how do we do change of base formula. For the change of base formula, if you have a giant numbers and a little number, so say logged, m and n here, we can either change them to have the same base of logged, like b or any number, or you can change it to log base 10. Remember we say we don't see a base, it means base 10, or you can change them as ln. ln would be natural logged. If we are changing to other bases, what do we have for which letter should go to the top? The giant size n should go to the top, and the little base should go down to basement, right? So same for log base 10, the giant size number go to the top, the little base go to the bottom. And same with ln, which is natural logged. Giant size n go to the top, the base go to the bottom, right? And the next part, you're going to need a calculator. So if you don't have one, you can borrow one from me. Same deal, right? You can either change it to log base 10 or ln. Which number should go to the top? 21 is the giant size number, not because the value of 43 is bigger, okay? And the base go to the bottom basements here. So use your calculator, and depending on what calculator you have, the input may be a little bit different. You should look for your log or ln button, but stick with the same one each one. So the scientific calculator I have here start with a parenthesis, right? So if I type in 21, I need to close the first one first, and then divide by another log. This time it's going to be 43, and again close the parenthesis each time, right? So for my graphing one, I have log 21, again close parenthesis, divided by log 43. Close parenthesis, hit enter. I want 2 decimal places. Can you give me the answer? 0.81 is up to you rounding. Very good. So it come out as something like 0.809 something, right? So round to 2 decimal places is going to be 0.81, right? Are we okay with something like that? And if you use ln, you should come up with the same answer. So you have one question like this on the quiz on Tuesday. And then also this will be on your exam, okay? That's from 4.3, change of base formula. The second one, we did that on 4.4. We want them to have the same base both sides. If you have just one term from each side, then you can cancel the base, right? What would be the base for number 2? You should change both sides to have base 7. And we want to break down 49. 49 can be broken down as 7 times 7, so 49 is 7 raised to second power, okay? So let's replace that first. We have 7, 2x minus 4 equal to 1 over. I can replace 49 with 7 to the second power. Everybody okay? When you have 1 over something, that's going to be what kind of exponent? A negative exponent. So if you have 1 over x to the 5th, it would be x raised to negative 5, something like that, right? I have 7, 2x minus 4 equal to 7 raised to what power? Negative 2 here. So now I have the same base on both sides, just one term on each side. We can do what? Cancel the base. We got 2x minus 4 equal to negative 2. Everybody okay? And then we just need to solve for x, right? So to solve for x, first I need x days. So we will add 4 both sides, okay? And then we got 2x equal to 2, okay? And then to solve for x, we will divide by 2. So x equal to 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1, right? So a lot of time if you plug it back in here, 2 times 1 is what? 2 minus 4 is -2. 7 raised to -2 is 1/49. So they can check, right? Are we okay with this? But you have to show all the steps, even though if you eyeball it and say, I get the answer, you still have to show me the step, get both sides with the same base. Make sure you understand 1 over something is a negative exponent, right? And then solve for x. Are we okay? Do we remember if it's like a root kind of things, then what kind of exponent? If this is x and then you have a 2 here and a 3 here, that means x raised to what? The power is 2, the root number is 3, so it's a fraction exponent, right? So if you're not really familiar with them, please practice. That is going to have another question look like that, which is in what form? This is your log form, and I'm stuck here, so I need to do what? Change from log to exponential forms. Remember in quiz 5 we have there, we talk about what is the log and exponential form. The log form is what? Log base answer equal to exponent, and the exponential form is starting with base raised to exponents equal to answer. So I'm stuck with the log form, so I'm going to change that to exponential form, starting with 3 is my base to the 5th power equal to, my answer is 9x minus 2. What is 3 raised to the 5th power? Let's look at the calculator. 243, do we agree? Okay, now we need to solve for x first at 2. Okay, so now we have 245 equal to 9x, so both sides divided by 9. Is this number divisible by 3? No, so we can leave it like that. X equal to 245 over 9. Are we okay? We want to look at the bottom questions, which they talk about the population size for certain insects. This time the time is in days, right? Obey the function, so they gave you the formula this time. This is the population function. They want to know what is the population when time equal to 0. What is the initial amount when you have P of t equal to 400e 0.03 t. Do we know the initial population? Do you want to plug it in? We can. Population when time equal to 0 would be 400e 0.03 times 0. 0.03 times 0 will give me what? Just 0, so 400e raised to the 0 power. Anything raised to 0 power is what? 1. So it's 400 times 1 will be 400. You actually don't have to plug it in because the formula say this is the population in time, right? This is the initial population. So if you just look at that, you should be able to tell the initial population should be 400 insects. You don't have to do the calculation. Is that okay? So when time equal to 0, the population should be 400, but put the unit there, insects. Are we okay with the first part? Second part, they want to know what is the growth rate. Looking at the formula, you need to be able to find the growth rates. Rate will be percentage, right? Which part represents the rate? 0.03, so the rate should be starting with 0.03, but I want rate, which is percentage, which is what? How many percent? 3%, because you can multiply 100%, then the answer would be 3%, right? And it's a positive number, that's why this is growing, right? Are we okay with A and B? So A and B, you don't have to calculate anything. This is the initial population. The 0.03 turned into percent would be the rate, right? C, when the population in 10 days, so they want to find what is the population after 10 days. What did they give you? The times, t equal to 10. We're going to need to plug into the formula we get us. So, and use your calculator. We did a few of them today. So please go ahead and plug it to the calculator and see if you found the correct answer. population after 10 days, 400e.03 need to times the 10 for the time. You replace t with 10, right? But normally I just do the exponent first. 0.03 times 10 is, and then put that whole thing in the calculator, or you can do the e part first. E weighs to 0.3, and then that long decimal number need to multiply to 400, right? What do we get? 539.9. If you read the question again, they want you to round this to what? Whole number. So if you need to round it to whole number, then it would be 540 insect, right? So after 10 days, it's going to grow from 400 to 540 insects. Are we okay with that? C is giving you the time, you just need to plug it in. For the D part, we want to know when will the insect population reach 1,600 round to 2 decimal places. This time they give you what? Populations, and you need to find time. This time population is 1,600 insects. You need to find what the t is. The original formula, P of t is 400e.03 t, right? So I can plug in what? 1,600 is my population, equal to 400e.03 t, and then we are solving for t. First, we need to do what? Divide both sides with why 400 and not 1,600? Why are we dividing 400? Because we are solving for t, and the t side need to be simplified, right? So 1,600 divided by 400 will give me 4 equal to, okay, 400, divided by 400 is 1.03 t. Next, we will log, but this time we need to use ln because of the e, right? So I need to raise both sides with ln because we want to bring the exponents down, right? And we use ln instead of log because the question comes with e, right? Ln on the left, ln on the right. One side is ln of 4. This is e.03 t. Once we have ln, we can do what? Bring the exponents down. Thank you. Ln of 4 equal to 0.03 t ln e. And then what? Very good. Ln e is just 1. So to solve for t, all we need to do is both sides by, perfect, 0.03, 0.03. Use your calculator for the next steps. I need ln of 4 divided by 0.03. What do we get? 2, 1, they want 2 decimal places, right? This time is in what units? Read the question carefully. This time is in days. Okay, so it takes 46.21 days to reach population from 400 to 1,600. Are we okay? So this would be one of the questions on the quiz on Tuesday. Will also be on exam 3 and final exam.